Serverless architecture is a cloud computing execution model where the cloud provider automatically manages the infrastructure. Function as a service, or FaaS, is a key concept in serverless computing. It allows developers to run code without provisioning or managing servers. In this approach, developers write small, single-purpose functions that are triggered by events. Major cloud providers like AWS Lambda and Azure Functions offer such services. This architecture supports event-driven design patterns and enables cost optimization by charging only for actual usage. Function as a service is a cloud service model that lets you execute code on demand. You do not need to worry about servers or infrastructure management. The system automatically scales your functions depending on the workload. You only pay for the actual compute time your functions consume, making it cost-efficient. Functions in this model are stateless and are triggered by events such as HTTP requests or messages in a queue. This model simplifies development and deployment processes. AWS Lambda allows you to run your code without provisioning or managing servers. It supports multiple programming languages and can be triggered by various AWS services or HTTP endpoints. Billing is based on the actual execution time of the functions. Azure Functions is also an event-driven, serverless compute service. It integrates seamlessly with the Azure cloud ecosystem. Developers benefit from flexible options for development, deployment, and scaling in both platforms. Event-driven architecture is a design pattern in which functions respond to events. These events can be HTTP requests, messages, or changes in databases. This approach decouples components, improving flexibility and scalability. It makes systems more responsive by reacting only when events occur. Event-driven systems also allow components to scale independently based on demand. This design is fundamental for building modern, scalable serverless applications. Here is a simple example of an AWS Lambda function written in Python. The function handles an HTTP request event. It reads a name from the event data, defaulting to the word world if no name is provided. Then it returns a response with a greeting message. This code is stateless and runs only when triggered. Functions this way ensure efficient use of resources and simplify cloud application logic. Serverless architectures provide significant cost benefits. You pay only for the actual time your functions execute and not for idle server time. Automatic scaling helps avoid overprovisioning, which reduces costs further. To optimize costs, it is best to keep functions lightweight and focused on single tasks. Optimizing cold start latency improves performance and cost efficiency. Adjusting memory allocation and timeout settings appropriately also helps control costs. Although serverless offers many benefits, it has some challenges. Cold start latency can affect response times, especially for infrequently used functions. Proper security management and permissions are crucial to protect your applications. Debugging and monitoring become more complex in serverless environments since functions run independently. There is also a risk of vendor lock-in, making it harder to switch cloud providers later. Careful planning can mitigate most of these challenges. Serverless functions are often triggered by various events. One common trigger is an API gateway, which handles HTTP requests for web applications. Message queues provide another trigger, enabling communication between decoupled components. Functions can also respond to file uploads in cloud storage, like when new files arrive in a bucket. Database changes trigger functions for real-time data processing. Understanding these event sources helps design efficient serverless applications. Serverless functions are used in many popular scenarios. Real-time data processing allows immediate response to new information. Microservices orchestration helps combine small, independent functions into complex workflows. File transformation tasks like image resizing are common serverless uses. Scheduled tasks can automate operations without maintaining servers. These use cases improve business agility and reduce infrastructure management overhead. Serverless architecture enables scalable and cost-efficient cloud applications by running event-driven functions without the need to manage servers. Understanding provider platforms like AWS Lambda and Azure functions is essential. Applying cost optimization strategies helps build modern cloud solutions effectively. Serverless computing changes how applications are developed and deployed, offering great advantages for agility and operational simplicity.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.